Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Businesses were less optimistic in the second quarter of 2022, while consumer optimism was marginally changed. Their outlook for the economy fell. This latest news comes from the Business and Consumer Confidence Survey conducted in April to June. Head of Market Research Limited Don Anderson says for the April to June quarter, business confidence fell by 7.6%.
Moved from 131 in the first quarter to 121. That reflects a 7.6 percentage fall in business confidence over the same period, second quarter compared to first quarter 2022. So the stability that we saw, perhaps stability between the fourth quarter of 2021 and the first quarter of 2022, we were hoping, well, it looks like things are beginning to now level off and we can see an upward movement. In the second quarter of 2022, that was not reflected.
Despite this, 56% of businesses felt it was the right time to invest. Meanwhile, consumer confidence was barely changed.
In the first quarter of 2022, consumer index was 157. That dropped really marginally to 156. You could say there's hardly any change. So we see the pattern from 2001 all the way through. We need to look perhaps at the last couple of quarters. And the key point here, consumer confidence is relatively unchanged between the first quarter of 2022 and the second quarter of 2022, dropping by 1 percentage point.
Consumers, however, felt less optimistic about future business.
24.4% in first quarter felt that business conditions would get worse. That number moved from 24.4% to 28.7%. And if we go to the top again, which is always the two variables we like to look at, in the first quarter, 42.7% of the consumers felt that business conditions would get better. But that number fell to 28.2% in the second quarter.
Let's head to the foreign exchange market. It's costing an average $154.05 for the U.S. currency. The Canadian is going for $118.78. $184.92 is the going rate for the pound, while it's costing an average $158.61 for the euro. The JSE index advanced by 2,441 points today, while the junior market index gained 145 points. Among today's winners were Fosrich, Margaritaville Turks US dollar shares, Palace Amusement, First Rock Real Estate Investments US dollar shares, and T-Tech. While on the losing side were Paramount Trading Jamaica, Iron Rock Insurance Company, KLE Group, Main Event Entertainment Group, and Trans-Jamaican Highway US dollar shares. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Javon Key. Stay with us. The regional and international news roundup is right after the break.